Shalom everyone. So today I wanted to talk to you about a great homeschool resource. It is called Homeschoolshare.com, and it is a great way to find lab booking information, unit studies information, all types of information for your literary studies, It shows you different ways that different subjects can be covered within your literary unit, okay? And this is a literature-based unit study written by Amy Brainard, an art lesson by Brandy Schutt, and also you can cover social studies, talk about Independence Day, social studies / geography, and the Great Depression. It goes into a little blurb about the story, about the author about the story and what it was about, and then it tells you the different subjects that you can cover within this unit study, such as social studies, language arts, and art as well, math, so it gives you a math component there as well, science with gardening, and it provides lots of different activities that your child can do that you can incorporate into your homeschool to make things fun and exciting for your young learners. It also gives you different recipes, additional website resources, supplemental books. So all of these things could be a part of your nature's study. Homeschoolshare provides many great resources for lab booking. Lab books are great for young learners, especially for preschoolers, kindergartners, early elementary school. Great resources. I find it to be very helpful. It takes key information, and you can just kind of like put it into your lab book, and you will always have that lab book to refer back to. You can make it with pictures, you can make it colorful, fun. So over here you have your master lab booking list, and these are the books that are on the list here, as well as you can create a template for your lab books, and these are all of the different types of templates that you can use to create your lab book. And they also give some helpful tips on people who are new to lab booking. Now, we no longer use lab books, however, we do use the unit literary portion, and this is a book that we've used a couple years ago, Amelia Bedelia, and this is what I had printed out from Homeschoolshare, the Homeschoolshare website, and it is a lesson plan for Amelia Bedelia. And it has the interpreting idioms game in the back. Now the lesson plan, of course, it has the objectives, the materials needed, the introduction, the procedure, the guided independence practice as well. So I really like this, and what I did was, whatever books that I had in our library already, I kind of put them aside, and I printed out the lesson plans, the unit lesson plans for that book, and I house them in these book buddies here. So I'm going to show you what I have. So this one is the Bread and Jam for Francis one. and it talks about food and nutrition. It covers art, math, language arts, social studies. So it brings all of those components together within the literary units, so that your child can get a full grasp of the story and of the different components in the books that they read. I have Sylvester and the Magic Pebble, The Giving Tree, A Chair for Mother, Cats for Sale, and Poem Stew, which this one we will probably be working on this year. The other ones are a little bit younger. Some of them we've already covered and they're very, very interesting. Right now we are headed more towards chapter books, and I will show you those as well. Now here's one that we did over the summer, and this is Mr. Popper's Penguins, and as you can see, this has a ton of stuff in it, and it has vocabulary. It covers vocabulary, comprehension questions, social studies, math. It has crafts, and we did do a craft, on penguin habitats that we did. I will insert a picture in. Now in this literary study, what I had the children do was we borrowed the audio CD from the library, and they read it. They followed along with these books while they were reading, which turned out great because they went through it quickly. They were more engaged. They followed along, as opposed to the three of us reading, which, you know, will kind of deter their attention, but they were really focused with that. So I'm going to continue with that. And then we also referred to the movie. We did a compare and contrast with the video and the books. So that was another activity that we did. And there's a lot of great information in this literary packet from Homeschoolshare. So I just wanted to share that with you. Now this one I had actually printed out at Lakeshorelearning.com, and it gives you a short bio on Cesar Chavez, and some questions here, multiple choice questions, and write down 3 questions that you would like to ask Chavez so that you could learn more about his life. We had the book, so I wanted to incorporate that all together, and we watched a YouTube video. So for the younger folks, I do like to pair the videos that I have with the books. This is Chrysanthemum. I had both, so I like to pair that together. And there is also a unit study for this. I have it in a book, but because I used to have these in a book, and I decided to use these book buddies, which works out much better. This is my compare and contrast series. We did this one last year on how to eat fried worms, and there was no study. I don't believe that there was a unit study for this one, but I don't recall seeing it, but that was one that we did. And I love housing these in these pouches that I had picked up from Lakeshore Learning, and pairing the movie with the book so that we can do lots of compare and contrast because of Winn-Dixie. Now these books, most likely what I will continue to do is to get the audio books so that they can follow along with the book, with the audio book, and going through the audio book and reading along with the regular book. This is The Watsons Go to Birmingham. I didn't fill this one up yet. The movie to this one is currently on, I believe it's on Netflix, and we have watched it a couple of times. So this is another one that soon I would like to get the audiobook for, and another book, so that we can do a compare and contrast in there. The Borrowers, A Single Shard. Now, I had purchased years ago, I had purchased the audio CD already, so I would only need to get the another chapter book. I have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory here, which they do have the unit study for that. So these are ones that I have to print out. They have Charlotte's Web, Bridge to Terabithia. I have the books in my garage in one of the boxes. Matilda. This is another one that I need to get the books for, and the audiobooks. And I also do social studies unit studies with it as well. So far we have the George Washington Carver one. We have the Who Was George Washington Carver. We have a book about George Washington Carver right here, and we have the a DVD about his life. So I just wanted to share these things with you so you can get kind of an idea of how to organize your literary, your books for literary unit studies, and what resources you can use using Homeschoolshare, using Lakeshorelearning.com. They are great sources of information. They have lots of things, and the good thing about it is that these unit studies, they cover every subject. They cover math, they cover language arts, they cover history, social studies, science, everything. So you're getting lots of learning in, and it makes it fun for the children, and it opens you up to teaching your children in a different way, a fun way, and a more interactive way. So I just wanted to share this with you. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.